I think I've used music to sing things that I'd never felt like I could say.
Yeah.
And so a lot of it is entertaining the parts of me that maybe aren't pleasant and that you're not supposed to broadcast to the world. But if I sing it, then it's more palatable.
Welcome to In the Round, a podcast for people who love music and genuine conversation. Join us as we sit down with some of our favorite local, regional, and national artists to chat about life and their creative journeys. I'm Dee, I'm a musician, I'm a music lover, and I'm your host. So pull up a chair, get comfy, and enjoy. Introducing our next guest, the lovely and talented Patresa Hartman. Fresh off an album release in 2025, we brought her into Trilix Studio to talk about the record, her not-so-secret aversion to live performance, how writing has become another outlet for her, and the wild collection of animals that have appeared in her life, including some that make her very nervous. Catch a snip of her song Wolf at the end, and stay tuned next week for the full performance. Meet Patresa. Patresa Hartman, welcome to In the Round.
Thank you.
I should just immediately admit that I'm a huge fan, so I'm gonna geek out about you for the next 45 minutes. So you just have to deal with it. But I'm so glad you're here. You're a personal hero of mine. I just love your music. You're an incredible piano player, incredible guitarist as well. You play both.
Yeah, I think you're maybe overstating.
I mean, I can't play guitar at all. So yes, in my mind, you're incredible.
Thank you.
But you play both instruments. Yeah. What I love is you describe your sound as soul folk. So that's really hard to say.
It is. Yeah.
Let me do it again. Soul folk.
Soul folk.
So really bluesy vocals, which I love.
Thank you.
Which I think is where the soul comes in.
Yeah.
Your lyrics are very poetic, metaphoric. They kind of take you on a journey, but also feel really personal. And I tend to bring artists on like that do that kind of writing because it appeals to me. It's really beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. I would say in terms of artists that you sound like, I wrote down you're somewhere between Joan Osborne, Alanis Morissette, Lucinda Williams, Fiona Apple, Joni Mitchell, and Annie DeFranco, wrapped in a smoothie.
I will take all of
Put them all in a blender.
I will take every single one of them.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just love it. And you've got really beautiful smoky vocals. And
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to return a compliment because when I hear you do these podcasts, you really think about it. I can tell that you listen really carefully and you're very intentional with how you present the artists that you have on. And I think that's very cool. So thanks. Feels good to be on the receiving end.
I love that. Well, thank you. And let's just keep doing this. What else do I love about
You know what else I like about you? You're pretty as eyes.
Oh my gosh, shut up. I love it. No, I'm literally blushing. You're literally making me blush. No, thank you. I do. And we are personal friends. We've definitely spent some time together, but I truly do admire your songwriting and the thought that you put into it. And you're very purposeful because I know performing is kind of hard for you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not actually something that you like to do, even.
Not really. If I'm being real honest.
Yeah.
No. Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it all the time.
Right.
I don't hate it.
Yes.
It's just, it's not comfortable.
Right. Takes a lot of effort. It's harder to perform live. Because I think some artists feed off of just wanting to play live all the time.
Yeah. They really thrive.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I thrive under a spotlight.
You're like, I shrink.
Could you dim this one?
Yeah, right. This is bring the lights down.
Yeah.
No. I'm really impressed though that you push that side of it.
Well, but I've also learned that a lot of it is just the anticipation of performing. That it's the lead up, it's the build up. And then, but once you actually start, especially if you've got an audience that's pretty friendly and supportive and encouraging, then it feels a lot better. Usually it takes a couple of songs to get there, but I think once you get past the build up and the anticipation and wanting to barf all the time, and once you actually get yourself and you haven't barfed, then it's fine.
This is why people don't realize how little musicians eat before a show. Like we all hate to eat before a show.
Yeah.
You need like a 4-hour window. Otherwise it's good. Yeah. Part of that is potential barfing. Yeah.
And burping.
and that. This is all very real.
It really is.
Do you have any rituals that you do to kind of calm your core before you go?
I probably wouldn't call it a ritual because it's just you have to do it. But I think the physical act of setting up is what helps me calm down.
Yeah.
So sometimes when people want to help, that's nice. But I also want to tell them, no, this actually helps me.
Yeah. It's getting in the routine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And just the physical act gets some of the heebie-jeebies out.
Yeah. I used to, growing up doing theater and things like that, we had this exercise where we would like do a lunge and like breathe. And I'm like, I should bring that back. I haven't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's something about when you physically move, it moves the energy through your body. So sometimes the anxiety and whatever dread you're feeling is just trapped energy. So you need to wiggle or.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get up right now.
Right, I know. It's like, should we do a little wiggle? Yeah. No, I was curious about that because I know even you just put out a record last year, September 2025. I want to do that thing. Can you zoom in on it? No. We have it here. And it's Wolf in a Lady Suit, which I just love. And that's like a theme, I would say, throughout so much of your music, which we're definitely going to talk about. But this release show almost didn't happen.
Yeah. For one thing, the album took forever to record because I had started it I want to say January 2019.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I was almost done. Well, that's not true. I had a lot of it done by the time, by the end of the year, by end of 2019.
Yeah.
And I had so much of it done that I thought that I started to release a few singles in anticipation, and then the pandemic hit. But at any rate, long story short, it took a long time to get from start to finish on Wolf in the Lady Suit. And at one point I thought I just won't finish it. I'll just let it disappear.
Yeah.
And but then when I did finally decide to finish it, I had told Steph Graham, who's my friend, and she also plays bass with me.
Plays double bass. She sings. She's amazing. Yeah. Awesome.
I had told her, listen, I'm just going to put it out and be done, and we're not going to do a show. And she's the one who said, no, come on, you have to.
Yeah. We want to have a little party for yourself, right?
Yeah. Well, so then my other idea was, why don't we just have everybody who was involved, I'll just invite them over and we'll just have dinner.
and just high five and walk away. No, I'm glad. Unfortunately, I was on tour, so I couldn't be there. Otherwise, I would have been up front and center. But I'm glad you did that because you truly are like really beloved in this community as a performer, as a person. I should shout out, you're a mom to a son, but also several pets, including some kind of exotic, a turtle, I guess. Not that exotic, but
pretty exotic.
Chickens.
Yeah.
I mean, and you're a school psychologist on top of that.
I got some things going on.
Yeah. You got a lot of irons in the fire.
I do. Yeah.
So I think I'm glad that you took that moment though of celebration because it also means something to the community and the people that support you.
Well, thanks for saying that.
Yeah.
And it worked out.
Yeah. And it's out. Beautiful record. Yeah. You played Wolf, the song off the album today, which I love. It's such a moody song, but it's like almost the nursery rhyme, right? And
yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. And originally I wasn't going to put Wolf on this. It's an old song. I always referred to it as my show tune song because I think it sounds like show tune. Yes. It sounds like it needs costumes and plucky dancing.
I imagine like shadow puppets for some reason. That's what I saw. Because it's like, I'm a wolf, I'm going to blow your house down. Yeah. Get the little shadow puppets.
And then, of course, it is, plays with the idea of the three little pigs. Yeah. But I always referred to it as a show tune song. I never took it very seriously. But then when I kind of listened back to all the other songs on the record, and really 90% of the songs I've ever written, I realized, this is kind of the song that encapsulates everything that I've ever tried to say.
Yes.
In a song. And so why wouldn't it be on it?
Yeah.
And why wouldn't it actually be the title track, more or less?
Yeah.
So.
No, I actually, when I was thinking about your music, it reminds me of when you were in school and you create a tornado in a bottle.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about? Or you're like,
no, but I like it.
Science project somewhere in elementary school, probably. But so many of your songs, because you have a song, Heart Like a Hurricane.
Yeah.
Not on this record, but you're past it, because this is your third full-length album,
Heart Like a Hurricane was supposed to be on it. It was one of the singles that I released, but then so much time passed that I didn't put on. But
now
anyway,
they just live on their own.
And they just live by themselves.
Yeah. But I love, I really relate to those songs because you are often talking about, like, it makes me think of the little demon that lives inside all of us. We all have one. It's like the little gremlin, like Bugs Bunny style, and the like making your plane crash into the ground. And it's all these things that, because you have a lot of things that you have to be kind of outwardly pleasant and normal for.
Yeah.
Like being a school psychologist for these kids, you have to present kind of like, I'm stable. Yeah. Totally. I'm fine. I got it together. And then, but what I love about it is you write about the, like, not having it together at the same time. And I really
cyclone swirling in the chest.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I wrote it. A lot of your songs remind me of an angry prayer because they're so beautiful. You incorporate a lot of harmonies, a lot of strings, beautiful instrumentation. And then you're saying, like, the meanest, that's what I love is, like, if you listen to it, you're like, oh, and then you're like, oh God, this is really, she's really mad, or she's really sad, or like, which I love.
That's the truth though. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I like that angry prayer.
you can use that. That's probably the next album.
Well, I think also, and which is another reason why I thought Wolf was, of course, a song that needed to go on it and needed to be a focal point. I think in some ways I write music to say things that I either never felt like I should say, things that I never felt like I was allowed to say, things that I wasn't supposed to or allowed to feel. And that has kind of been where I've put them. There's an Ani DeFranco line about sing what I wish I could say. Like that.
Right.
I wish I could remember which song that was from. But yeah, I think I've used music to sing things that I'd never felt like I could say.
Yeah.
And so a lot of it is entertaining the parts of me that maybe aren't pleasant and that you're not supposed to broadcast to the world. But if I sing it, then it's more palatable.
I love, you had a quote about when I sing, I can howl. Like you can let the emotion out in song. We want to thank our episode sponsor, Uptempo Music. It's a great spot whether you're a beginner or a gigging musician. They've been in business for over 23 years in Beaverdale, so come check them out.
Yeah.
And I want to point out too, you're a writer and you actually consider yourself a writer first.
Yeah.
And then, so I was curious, like what makes a cut to a song? Like what makes the cut? Where are these things separate for you, I guess? Or are you writing sometimes and you're like, ooh, this could be a line for a song?
Well, I'm not sure. You
go into a fugue state and something just comes out.
Yeah. I
get that.
Go into a trance. No, I think what it is I write songs to express an emotion. So whatever feels like a big emotion, that feels like a song. And then I write, if I want to capture a little micro moment or blow it up or find some sort of interesting little beautiful something or other, that might become a little bit of a prose, poetic prose sort of thing. And if I want to understand something and make connections, then I might write an essay or a blog post.
Which really do hope people check out your Substack. It's called Girl with a Book.
Yes.
And because you're an avid reader as well. And you actually review some books, I feel like.
Yeah, I have in the past.
Yeah.
I've been a little stuck lately in my reading. I can't get through a whole book lately. But
yeah, attention's hard right now. Let's just leave it at that. But I read, you had one of your posts recently was about a funny moment. You were driving behind a fire truck that had to pull over because a shirt flew out.
Yeah.
And they stopped to pick it up. Like this fire truck had its lights going, right?
Yeah.
And
there was an ambulance, there was a fire truck. We were at at a stoplight, and they were turning onto the freeway, and then I turned in behind them. Their sirens are going. And then the fire truck pulled over onto the shoulder of I-235 West.
Oh my gosh.
And the ambulance kept going. And I was very confused. I thought, well, what do I do? So I pulled over too. And then a guy hopped out of the fire truck and ran over and picked up a T-shirt. Hopped back in the truck. And
so obviously it wasn't that big of an emergency if they stopped.
It was such a weird moment.
But it was, what I love though is you combine this with a story, because your writing kind of reminds me of like when you find a shiny rock.
Yeah.
It's like really cool and it means something to you, but who would you tell about this? Right. And so this moment,
I can tell you my 14-year-old son isn't interested.
I bet. He's into rocks. But like you had this moment with this fire truck, and then you were talking about seeing someone in their yard, like that no one was around, and they were just kind of like, ha! Like they laughed.
Yeah. And
you're like, no one was right. And it was just these moments where you're like, I'm the only person on the planet who probably saw this. And it was just a great...
Those are my favorite things about being alive on the planet.
Yeah.
Those little weird, idiosyncratic absurdities.
Yeah.
And when you get to notice them. And I think that if I ever stop noticing them, and if I ever stop being completely delighted by them, I think that is the day that I should just lay down and die. Just because it will all be over. Those are such, and it sounds so stupid, but those are such joyful little moments for me. And to think about those things and notice them, I love it. Yeah. I love it so much.
I love it. And I love that you're writing them down also and kind of sharing them, because I think we all do.
Yeah.
It's not stupid. We all have these moments.
Right. Yeah.
I often think about like on work from home days when I'm not, I'm in a sweatshirt and like pajama pants, and I take something out the trash. I'm like, what if someone filmed my house every day on work from home days? It just has like 300 photos of me looking like total trash while I take the trash out. Like it could be a whole series. It could be a whole
or the Google Maps.
Google Maps, exactly.
Drives by.
Look at
at the exact moment that you're.
Yeah, exactly. Like in some bulky robe. Anyone looks at my house on Wednesdays, just they might find me. But I love kind of reveling in those. Yeah. I think we all find a lot of joy in the simple moments. Like I think that's what keeps my battery charged too.
Yeah.
I think.
And you can notice them even if the world is on fire.
Right.
Even
sometimes
if everything
it's easier.
is just absolute shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
You can still notice something goofy.
Right.
Like I did this sleep study not too long ago because I don't sleep well.
Oh.
And I don't know why I'm bringing this up, because I was thinking about the other day in terms of absurd moments.
Yeah.
And anyway, I go to the sleep study. I fail the sleep study. It's discontinued because I couldn't sleep.
Oh, like they couldn't.
Yeah.
They like kicked you out but you're there because you can't. All right. I have questions, but
anyway. Yeah. So I failed the sleep study. And so I go home, and then like a week later, a woman calls me with the results of your sleep study. And so she calls me. I said, well, I didn't think there would be any because it was discontinued. And she said, well, I'm looking at your form here, and it does say sleep study discontinued due to insomnia. And I laughed so hard into the phone. She didn't laugh.
Oh, okay. She's like, ma'am, are you okay? And you're like, no, I'm not sleeping. I'm obviously not okay.
But it was so delightful. I mean, what a funny thing to say. Your sleep study was discontinued due to insomnia. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
sure
that's why I'm
was.
here. I know. What is this? Like, Everybody Loves Raymond? Like, what kind of sitcom hell is this? Oh, wait,
but
so
anyway.
you're still not. I actually I hear this theme in a lot of songs that you write.
Yeah, there's one literally called Can't Sleep.
Yeah, I was going to say Can't Sleep is on this record. And you mentioned like show tunes, and you grew up listening to a lot of musicals and marches and show tunes. And what I love about that song in particular is it's kind of this like sexy song. Like it's a very sweet.
Which Can't Sleep?
Yeah, Can't Sleep. Because like I can't sleep when you're not around, when you're not here, you know, kind of thing. But it's very like I imagined it like a musical because of the style of it.
Mom, if it sounds like a show tune, you won't notice what I'm actually writing about.
Exactly. We also do that, don't we? We're like, heaven forbid we're like, you know, sexual outwardly. Everyone will know. No. But it's really sweet. And I myself have written similar songs of like, you know, when that person's not there, you know, you're not able to sleep. I sleep better on my couch than anywhere else. It's weird. I don't know. I
wonder why that is. Yeah. Maybe it's just a change.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's where you're not supposed to sleep.
Ooh, you know, that probably is right. Because I, as a kid, didn't ever want to go to bed. Yeah. So I'm sure I'm like, ooh, I'm on the couch. I'm watching British murder mysteries. I'm such a rebel. Off this record, well, past this record, I should say. So this is your third full-length record, which came out in September. You put out Queen of Everything in 2016 and The Only Way Down in 2014. But you also had some singles along the way. One is one of my favorite songs you've ever written, which is Falconer's Knot.
Oh,
I just love it's such a beautiful, kind of haunting, beautiful story. And I was curious, was that because it's very much kind of a poem. And it repeats a stanza at the end and things like that. But I feel like, was there a story behind that song in particular?
Well, yeah. I was really into hawks at the time.
Oh, right. That's what it was.
There's
really into birds.
Super into birds.
This makes sense. We all age into it. I am aging into it currently. So yes,
welcome.
I'm with you. Yeah.
And I'd read a book called H is for Hawk, which apparently is coming out as a movie, but it's a memoir. Helen McDonald, and her father died, and in her grief process, she adopted a hawk and learned falconry.
I mean, I love that.
Yeah,
skill
it's a really
grief,
good book,
but,
and
wow.
But in it, she talked about there's a knot called a falconer's knot,
right?
And it's a knot design. You're supposed to be able to do it with one hand, so that one hand can hold the bird and the other hand ties the knot. And I just thought that was an interesting way to conceptualize somebody in a relationship who one person keeps their holding on while their other hand is free to do whatever.
Yeah. Yes.
So
I love that.
Yeah, I liked the idea of the captured bird.
Yeah.
And the captor has one hand free.
That's what I think I love about that song is the bird never gets away, really. You know, I mean, it just ends with bird fly away, but I'm like, but does she? Like, I don't know.
She does.
Okay, good.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Bird flies away.
Because every time I listen to it, though, the sonic feeling of it is sad to me, but also hopeful. You have a lot of songs like that, I think, that you do really well.
I felt good about that song.
Yeah, they're beautiful. I was curious if, with your work, working with youth in schools and schools that are constantly getting not enough funding and resources and things like that. Is there something that gives you inspiration that you see from the kids? Oh God, okay. You know what? We should have pre-checked this question.
Yes. Of course. There's always hope.
Because again, I feel like a lot of your writing, well, even on this record, the last song, Lion's Den, is like, Brooke, don't listen to it, you'll weep immediately. But it's a song that points out, well, you say discount gun. Oh, how does it go? I looked at it today. You're talking about sending your baby to school.
It's about school shootings.
Yeah. And I was curious because I feel like that was one of the most kind of like direct, I feel like usually you're kind of more poetic and observational, and this was like.
Yeah. And that one I wrote after the Uvalde school shootings. And I wrote it as a mother and as somebody who's worked in schools for decades now, and just the frustration with why are we still here? Why are we still doing this? But so yeah, I wrote that one. That was one that was written all in one shot. But
Do you so do you have a palate cleanse of like something inspirational that it's cool. I interrupt myself. I do this all the time. I ask a question and then I don't even let you answer. But no, I was curious if there was something that you're seeing in the youth of today.
Well, what I do see, I see that children are incredibly resilient. I see a lot of families pushed into what looks, from the outside looking in, as someone who's grown up always having what I needed and people who loved me and were ever present. I see a lot of families in what looks like impossible situations, and their children are resilient. And that is encouraging. And then there also, and this kind of goes back to when you can notice absurdities even while the world is burning down. There's still joy in schools and joy when you're sitting down with a kid and they're reading about Tom the dinosaur who's a T-Rex and can't keep friends because he keeps eating them. And, so how do we make friends? We become vegetarians. So there's still moments like that. And
wow, I love it.
And I started tallying how many kids a day I see whose shirts are on backwards. So, I mean, there's still silliness and there's still absurdities, and all is not lost.
Yeah.
But we have to keep showing up.
Right. Do you use music in your work at all? Because you do like behavioral things, right?
What I do is very nerdy and clinical.
Oh, okay. Nerdy clinical. Just kidding. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll like insert job description here.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
No, I do a lot of assessment for learning and behavior disorder.
Okay.
In terms of behavior, it's all about behavior change. So it's, analyzing a pattern and then figuring out how to make a change so that the behavior itself changes. But so no, I don't do cool things like music therapy. But I do sometimes talk in strange voices with children.
Ooh, I like this. Wait, you got to give us one.
I'm the dinosaur.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah.
Jimmy was so tasty. Oh, no, now I don't have my friend Jimmy anymore.
See, you would be really good at that.
I do like doing funny voices.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's Dragons Love Tacos, that book. I don't know if you know that.
No.
It's like anytime my friends started having kids, I bought that book because I think it's hilarious because I also love tacos.
Dragons love tacos.
It's just really relatable,
Yeah.
like, about a dragon loving tacos.
I love that.
That's what you're making me think of with Tom the T-Rex.
I'm going to read that and I'm going to review it.
But I was curious if like how music integrates throughout your day, because I really love, you did an interview with Chip Albright, who came to your house and met your chickens and did all the fun stuff. But what I loved is you were talking about songwriting allows us to synthesize the observations in our life, which is kind of what you talked about already. But what I loved is you were also talking about listening to music because it gives us permission. And you made me think of something I think it was a video I was watching the other day where they were talking about that, about listening to a podcast or an audiobook or music like that allows you to have thoughts and even like process through a problem without having to actively have that conversation.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed, kind of your take on that and how you use it in your life, because that's how I try. Because there are times where I feel like I notice I haven't listened to music enough because I'm missing something.
And even watching somebody perform live, somebody who's really free. And I think she wrote it, Natalie in the band Joseph, which is one of my very favorite bands.
They're awesome sisters. I emailed them. Joseph, come on the podcast, please.
They're in Iowa City.
I know
this
they
week.
were.
I'm going.
Yeah.
But the first time that I ever saw them was at Codfish Hollow. It was a few years ago, and I just there they were so free on stage, and it really moved me. And I'm not somebody who cries a lot, but I remember crying.
Oh my gosh.
Not like
I totally cried at a concert. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
But when
It's
you
real.
see somebody who's that free.
Yeah.
But anyway, I thought of that because she was writing about it, how she feels that responsibility when she's playing. She wants people who are there to view her as, here's your channel. You can be as free as I am up here. And as somebody who feels very maybe coiled a lot.
Yeah. That's
or
a good term.
contained.
Yes.
Those spaces to be free feel like really sacred to me.
Yes. I
'Cause
think,
they're rare.
Yeah.
I don't think they're rare for everybody, but they are for me.
I think it's why live music experiences will never go away. Like concerts still, that won't ever go away because the energy's just totally different.
Yeah. But then even, out of the live experience to hear a song that communicates that or moves you in such a way.
Right.
Like Joseph has a song called Waves that I can just listen to over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And every time it's like, that's exactly
How did you know this? That's how I'm feeling right now. Yeah.
It gives you a little path in.
It's, to me, there's like no other feeling that, especially Joseph, they incorporate a lot of harmonies.
Yeah.
And, it was 3 sisters. Now they're down 2, which is totally fine. They're so amazing. But those moments where the pin drops, it's silent in the room for a second. I mean, I get chills thinking about it.
And I think you can always tell when someone has said something honest.
Yes.
I mean, that's really clear.
Yes.
In a way that I think it's also really clear when someone has just written a song because they wrote a song.
Yep. Or someone else wrote it, which is fine.
Yeah. Somebody else can still write a very honest song.
Right.
But
right. Yeah. And you talked about that, about your songwriting. Like there were songs that didn't make the cutting room floor because they weren't as honest. And they just kind of, you said, you were like, they left as quickly as they came kind of thing. Yeah.
I can always tell when I try to force something, or if I have an idea of what I want to write, or anytime I try to write like a story song.
Oh yeah.
I might be able to get it out, but it never feels right. It always feels just a little crooked in my body, and those never stay.
Yeah.
But if it feels really honest, then it automatically feels good, even if the honest thing doesn't feel good. You know what I mean?
Yes. I do know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like a puzzle piece that fits.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, even if it doesn't look, if the picture sucks still, if you're like, well, yep, dark and gloomy like I thought, but all the pieces fit. It feels right.
Alignment.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah. I think like the way that you write too, I think you do tell a story though, but it does feel very like poetry type story versus
and it's always my
it's a little
story.
different. Yeah. And it's still rooted in the emotions that you're feeling. And I like that part about it.
Yeah. And I've been having a hard time writing songs
I was just
lately.
going to ask you this because you have this whole backlog basically that you put out. So
yeah. And not a whole lot's coming out right now. And I think it's because I am sick of it. I'm not sick of it. It's like I'm sick of myself. Like, I don't want to explore these depths anymore. Got it. Let's move on.
Yeah. You're like, haven't I graduated therapy yet? Like, what? That's a good point.
Yeah.
Especially when you feel like that's the only way you can, or, the only thing you can write about is yourself, or you're like, I'm done. I don't want to do it.
And I don't mean that in like a narcissistic way. It's
no.
It's the only stuff that comes out that feels like it sticks is usually about myself. And I've had enough.
Also, you're very prolific. I mean, for as much as like, even I think during the pandemic, you were like, maybe I should just stop. You know? I mean, I think everyone felt that to a degree.
Wild West is the song that I wrote when I thought I was done. And I just wanted to see if there was anything else in there. Yeah. But even that, when it came out, it was all reflective of how I was feeling kind of washed up and like, I think I might be done at the time. That's what the song's about.
I know. I love the chorus of that song is I fought the West and the West won.
Yeah.
Or, I'm paraphrasing, but
well, that is it. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very like paints a picture. I feel like that's what a lot of your songs do. Is immediately I'm like watching the movie.
Well, for that song, if I had the budget for videos, that would have been like a black and white silent movie where all the action is kind of speed up and weird.
Yes.
It looks.
We can still do it. I still want to do it. Let's just start a GoFundMe right now. I love it. Get Will Smith to jump in. Some Wild Wild West action.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
Maybe Kenneth Branagh. I don't know why I picked Will. I could have picked another.
Because
actor.
that was that movie. He was in that.
I mean, Kevin Kline, so good. Yeah. I love it. I don't even care. Fight me on it, people. I love it. It's like hilarious. But yeah, that movie cracks me up. I think we could do it. But yes, I think you could do a music video for it, and it would be a really good time.
One of these days.
Yeah, right. Getting to it. But yeah, I was curious, like, because I feel like when the what's happening in the world is really heavy, I do feel like it's hard to. Some people get inspired by that. Yeah. And I feel like I get drained. Like it's hard for me to kind of get creative.
Yes. Well, and that's where I think, like I've seen Chad Elliott has written some music in response to what's happening in Minneapolis. Allie Crummy, she has. Yeah. I think Sarah Routh is another one who's good at pulling in something that's happening in the world and then writing about it. Like she's got a song about George Floyd, and I am not good at writing music that way. And I think when those things happen, that's when I want to understand and make connections, and that's when I want to write an essay.
To write, right.
So, I don't know.
No, that makes sense.
I wish that I could.
It's so impressive to me when, you see that online where people like kind of immediately are but again, it's catharsis. It's like getting the splinter out of your, the emotional splinter. I feel like that we're all feeling.
Like that emotional splinter.
Yeah.
With your, is that a cat tail?
Yes, it's a cat man.
That's great.
Another zoom in moment.
I like that.
I don't even, my sister-in-law got for me. It's my favorite thing ever. And I'm sorry to everyone who hears me clicking it throughout the podcast. Great. I swear I don't. Okay, I do want to talk about your pets because again, you have 3 chickens.
I do.
They have really fun names. One's Alanis.
Yes.
I assume after Miss Morissette.
Yes.
Yes. No, what are the other 2?
Alanis, Big Girl, and Pearl. And Pearl is a nasty little jerk.
Oh my gosh.
No, she's not. Yeah. I mean, she is, but she's not.
What's like, because you were talking about kind of manifesting this dream. Like you always romanticize, like, I'm going to have a beautiful yard and chickens. Yeah. And you got them. And I'm curious, is it all that it's cracked up to be?
No, it's not. Don't get chickens.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, do.
Right.
No. I have seen videos of women out running through a field with their chickens.
The Instagram version.
Yeah. Or they're cuddling their chickens and their chickens wearing a cute little hat. Yeah. And whatever. No.
Not these chickens.
No, I realize that those are nice ideas, but I'm actually very nervous around the chickens. I don't like it when they get too close to me. So when I walk out in the yard, I have a big rake, and the rake just protects my feet.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, but because you volunteered. Are you still volunteering?
No.
Okay, but there was like a summer or 2 maybe that you volunteered for the wildlife.
Years. I did. I was a volunteer with the Iowa Wildlife Center in Ames.
Oh, wow,
and I did animal care.
Yeah.
And like I handled
chickens.
Not chickens. We had no chickens, but we did have bats. And so I handled bats. I had to like weigh them, and sometimes there were a couple that were sick, and I had to give them medicine with a little eyedropper.
Oh, I think they're so cute.
And snakes. We had some snakes, and I really loved the snakes. But then we had turtles, and But yeah, I did that.
Which is how you ended up with a turtle.
Yes.
Named Turtle. Well,
I just call her Turtle because I feel like Turtle wants to be a wild turtle, but Turtle can't be released, and it feels mean to name her. To never give her some stupid human name.
Right.
When she just wants to be out on a log in a river.
Right.
But her name at the wildlife center was Big Mama. And then we brought her home, and then my son named her Hunkapatunk. But I just call her Turtle.
I love the turtle with 3 names.
Yeah.
Actually, now.
She lives in the living room.
I love it.
In a big turtle table that my son and my dad and I made.
Oh my gosh. Turtle table. You should market that. Put
Yeah,
that on the shelf. Turtle on a table. Turtle power.
That is good.
And you also just got a kitten.
And yes.
I'm pointing this out because Patresa is one of the most loving people, even if it's just in her house with a bunch of animals and her son. It's a facade. It's not real.
No, I've got a big old dog named Rex.
Yeah, Rex.
And he has one bum leg.
Yeah.
And he's an old man. And then I found a kitten, or the kitten found me, actually at work a couple months ago. And her name is Edna.
And that's what it was.
She is a monster.
Yeah.
She's
smidge feral.
She's like violent.
I just feel like there's inspiration in these creatures that you've collected. So maybe it's time for like the children's album featuring
but you know what,
all
that
this.
song, Heart Like a Hurricane.
Yeah.
That song was inspired by a butterfly named Polka Dot.
What?
What? I went through this spell where, and I think I hadn't started. I think this was part of why I went to volunteer at the Iowa Wildlife Center, because I kept having all these like ill, injured creatures coming to me. And one of them, I had started a new job, and not a new job, but a new place where I was working. And somebody there raises they don't raise butterflies, the chrysalis, and they are in a whole program. But anyway, day one, she brings all these chrysalises.
Chrysali? Who knows? We'll look it up.
And I got one. And so I took it home, and we were waiting. And a few days later, it comes out, and its wings are all crumpled up. Oh. And they're like 1 out of 50 butterflies will emerge like this. And I forget. At the time, I knew what it was all called. I don't anymore. But anyway, out drops this butterfly with these crumpled wings.
I think it's called Crumpulus.
It's called yes. The Crumpulus came out of the chrysalis. And and so I read that, this butterfly will never be able to fly anywhere, so you should euthanize it in the freezer.
Oh, that's
the recommended way to euthanize butterflies is to put them in the freezer. I don't know. I couldn't do it.
Did anyone have that on their bingo card of what we'd be talking about? So
I like.
Yeah, I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to do that.
No. Oh. So we decided, well, we'll keep the butterfly for a while, and so I read up on feeding butterflies sugar water, like a cotton ball, and Polka Dot. We named her Polka Dot, and she lived on the dining room table. And then around that same time, we took in a cat named Vinny. And Vinny needed a home. So I'm like, bring him in.
Oh my gosh.
And anyway, long story short, Vinny got hold of Polka Dot.
Yeah. Okay. I think we knew where that was going.
And Polka Dot didn't die, but then Polka Dot did go to the freezer. Anyway, it was in this time where all of these like homeless creatures, injured creatures. And that's when I thought, are they coming to me because I'm this healer? Or are they coming to me fine, and then like I'm the damaging factor? And so Heart Like a Hurricane. It was around that same time that we'd also gotten Rex, my dog. He came from a rescue center, and he was almost 5, and he jumped out of a car window and boogered up his leg.
Yes.
And so all of this was happening at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
And so then I thought, it's me.
It's me. It's me. Hi, I'm the hurricane. It's me.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Because I love that song, and I didn't know that was the story behind it.
I mean, then expand that out to everything.
Again, tornado in a bottle. That's what I was thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. See, I envision
Polka
you
dot
like
butterfly.
I'm serious. You do need to write like a whole children's book series about all these animals. Seriously.
About all the animals that I injure and kill in my freezer.
It's like such a mob boss move to be like, you gotta go in the freezer. It's your time. Like,
I like that.
Swim with the fishes. I mean the fish sticks. I mean the frozen fish sticks.
You're so quick.
I don't know about that. But no, I envision you as like the cool witch out in the woods with all the creatures and the,
As long as they're not chickens.
Is that? And that, my friends, is the name of the episode.
I'll take your hawks.
Any other foul
deformed butterflies. Don't bring me your chickens.
Oh, Patresa, I just adore you.
I adore you.
I really want people to listen to your music. Thank you for playing Wolf today. I know. That's why we have you here. You also have some shows coming up, and I want to make sure we talk about those because you have February 21st. Mm-hmm. There's a new series in town in the Des Moines area.
Yes. Blake Schneider, Trouble the Water, put this together. It's a listening room series, the Old Chapel series at Emmanuel Methodist Church, Emmanuel Methodist United Church.
All those words in some order. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
February 21st.
That's February 21st.
Mm-hmm.
And then March 10th, you're doing a performance with Sean Sullivan, and people should check this out too. Yeah. He's doing a series called Gilded Palace.
Yes.
And it's like a live stream conversation thing, I think, as well. So a lot of cool things happening in the Des Moines area, but also across the world. But I hope people come see you live because you are just so stellar live, solo or any sort of combo. I love seeing you play with Steph and crew. Your release show, you had Tommy Doggett on saxophone. You have some great. Did he play sax on the record?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, God, that guy.
He's amazing.
It's amazing. Patrick Riley did some string work on you, which Patrick is amazing. Yeah,
he's phenomenal.
It's really beautiful. So
it's amazing what we have here in Des Moines.
It's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane. I mean, you can get any instrument except a theremin, which we're on the hunt for. That's a side note. It's a side episode.
Oh man, theremin.
Side quest we'll need to go on. But yeah, listen to Wolf in a Lady Suit. Check out our other albums and singles. I'm truly a big fan. Really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Sharing your stories.
This is a really cool place.
It is cool, right? I like it. And you played our beautiful Steinway. That was Prudence, the Steinway from 19.
I'm gonna go look up Prudence, the real Prudence.
Yeah. There's some cool history in it. Yeah. Well, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm a wolf in a lady suit, I'm out on the town. He got a house full of pigs, I'm here to blow it down.
In the Round is produced and recorded at Trilix Studio. Remember to subscribe to In the Round wherever podcasts are found.